filling in your title block using AutoCAD 2013 educational version. In this tutorial, we are going to fill in the bottom of our title block to complete the drawing. So I'm going to start by zooming in so you can see what I'm doing. And here I'm simply going to put in my name, the scale, date, drawing, and over here the title. I will type in text as the command, and I'm going to pick a start point. And what happens sometimes, I'm just going to turn OSnap on for a second. You can see as I get close to lines, you'll see that OSnap takes over and it's going to start my point of text over here. So a lot of times you're going to want OSnap turned off. So you can either press F3 or I'm actually going to press on the icon. Okay. Next, what I'm going to do is specify my start point. So I'm going to pick anywhere. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to specify my height of 0.75. Why 0.75? Because if you remember, we've scaled this border up this time by 4, and therefore my text height, which was originally 0.2, needs to be scaled up by 4 as well. So that would be 0.8, but I'm just going to leave it a little bit less than 0.8 at 0.75 so that we can actually center the text quite well in the box provided. So hit the 0.75, hit enter. It says rotation angle of the text. We want it horizontal, so we're going to leave the angle at 0. And now we're going to enter the text. And in this case, I am going to call myself Jonathan, oops, caps are turned on here. Let's just use John Smith. Okay, and let's not worry about it coming over the edge right now. We're just going to enter twice. Okay, we can move this later on. We're then going to hit the space bar to bring back the last command and simply repeat our process of text height, same height, angle, same angle, and this is going to be Feb 2016. We'll hit enter twice. And the scale, in this case, we're going to hit spacebar twice and start the spot up, sorry, right there. And we're going to have a scale of 1 to 4. And in this case, the 1 to 4 is because we've scaled the border up by 4. Enter twice. And again, the spacebar to bring back the last command. And drawing number, well, there's only one page, so we're going to have a drawing number of 1 of 1. Okay, that's pretty simple, straightforward. Right. Now what we can do is we can actually move the text into position. So I'm going to click on the text, and you're going to see there's this little gripper shows up, the little blue square here, and it's going to snap onto it. And I can simply, with my left mouse button, drag where I want my text to go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm kind of going to line everything up so it looks pretty good there. And it's centered up and down there. The scale here, I'm going to move that over to about there. And this 1 of 1, I'm going to move it up 1 and over. I'm going to line those ones up like that. Right, so there I'm centered nicely. Now I'm going to come over and pan over to my title. And in this case, I'm going to repeat text and specify a start point. I'm going to pick anywhere right now. I'm going to change my height to 1.5 because we scaled everything up by 4. And rotation angle still 0. And in this case, we're going to call this one stairs. And I can hit enter twice, grip it, and move it over into place. Now, that looks pretty good. Everything looks pretty centered. Now, what happens if my name was longer here? Or let's say I made a spelling mistake. What I can do is I can simply double click and I can actually change my name here. Maybe my I wanted to put my middle name in, or my middle initial in. So maybe it was John A. Smith. Okay, now the problem is my text doesn't fit anymore. Okay, whoops, sorry, I went and escaped out of that. So I'm going to call that John A. Smith. And we'll go to the end and enter twice. Okay, now it doesn't fit. Now what I can do is I can change the font smaller so it will fit, or what I can do is modify the properties to actually take the width of it and actually decrease it. So what I can do is right mouse click, come down to properties, and when I hit properties you can come up with this dialog box, and under text you can see there's my content of my name, so I could change it, you know, if I wanted to call myself Joanne Smith. Type of annotative, there's different justifying how I'm doing it. Text height is right there, I could change that, but I'm interested in the width factor. What I'm going to do is on the width factors, I'm going to change that to 0.8. And what happens when I do that? Does it fit in? Oh yeah, look, it squishes it in. So what I can do now is I can actually pick all the other things that are similar, and I'm going to change that width factor to 0.8 on all of them. And what I do by that then is it matches all the font up in the text. So I close out of this, and you can see that everything now has kind of been squished a bit. Okay, but it also looks a lot better. So that's kind of how you can adjust font sizes and text and things like that. So there we go. I'm just going to zoom E for extents, and we have a completed drawing that now just needs to be printed.